Homies, program time. Shake them sheets, brush that grill, roll up that mat. Program time. Ha ha. Program time, baby. Early in the morning, get that ass up, baby. Let's get that money, biscuits and gravy. Keep one on top of the Colt 380. I don't move to the hood.
West. It's your boy Young Dopey right here with the Program Time Podcast, Ep.5. I have my boy, motherfucking Buckweed, in the house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What's the deal, baby?
Man, it's about time, boy. We had you up in this motherfucker, homie.
Yeah,
shit,
man.
you know?
Yeah, pleasure to be here, though, man.
hey, bro. We had to literally like climb uphill and you know what I'm saying, jump off motherfucking
Mount
buildings.
Everest.
Yeah, with the parachute, and then find the GPS to find you over to get you up in here, you know. But can we get that? Yeah, this is the man right here.
Yeah.
Buckwheat, you know, he always ride with the 6 block. He always been riding with the homies.
Yeah, that's man.
You know what I'm saying? But it's a pleasure, boy, to have you. The Program Time Podcast has been offline for a little bit. You know, reason why is because Young Dopey got locked up again.
Oh.
Wasn't my fault. The judge threw me back up in there.
No.
He just raised my bail, bro. So that kind of threw me off course, and then the holidays came in.
Yeah.
So once the holidays came in, it threw me off course, bro. But hey, man, I'm just blessed to get the ball rolling. 2024, back over here with Buck.
Hey, we back, man. We back and we better. Stop playing.
For sure, bro. For sure. But yeah, man. First things first is a Buck. If you allow me the opportunity to give a little update to the fans and everything.
Yeah. Go ahead, man.
And let them know that I did get bailed out again because the judge raised my bail, and when they did, I just kind of focused on the music. I focused on wanting to get y'all attention again. I wanted to make sure that the streets didn't fall asleep on our music. So I emphasized on it in my energy, and also since I was on the run, I spent time with my family.
Yeah.
So I found the opportunity like Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. Like I wanted to give them
holidays
the undivided attention, you know. So fans just know, and you see my work. Like you go back and you seen that I've been dropping single after single.
Bangers.
I got like over 100 songs. Like for sure what we've been doing is coming to the studio, dropping banger after banger, but we haven't released it. So just know that dropping, like we're so independent that we come and record.
Yeah.
And then we have to make our own covers.
Oh.
And then we have to figure out a rollout. So we gotta.
But everything's in the vote though.
Everything's in the vote, but we ready. But just know that the Program Time Podcast has always been a back of my mind. And we did have some gentlemen come through, and we have shot an Ep.5 before when my boys from Oxnard, Oxnard.
Shout out to Oxnard though.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to the 805.
We got a gang of talent coming out of there,
Yeah,
my
shout
boy.
out to the 805, man.
Oxnard Pugs. He's been riding with us since day one.
Yep.
Rodo G, Big E.
Yep.
You know, we got the homies from Colonia over there.
Yeah.
Blue. We got I think Chach is over there doing his thing.
Okay,
you know?
yeah.
Exclusive just got out.
Oh yeah, that's the boy right there, man. We just dropped some hot shit. Make sure y'all go tap in with that. Just dropped some hot shit with my boys. Exclusive and Pugs too. You know, a little freestyle. Make sure they go cop that.
Yeah. So trip out, right? When we were shooting Ep.5, we actually turned it into a video shoot. so just know that we get artistic. You know, we started passing around the Hennessy bottle. That's why
how it start.
I always tell people respect the bottle.
Anything can happen. Anything can happen, baby.
But Trip, I'm the one that tells people this. I preach this, but I don't listen. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm always the one that be drinking that shit like Gatorade.
Hey.
But the homies start doing it too.
Hey, but shout out to the boys though, because it's like just like you said, everybody start passing around the bottle. You know, when Dopey comes to the studio, you know, it's like 2 Hennessy bottles, like 6 36 packs when everybody in the studio. So it's like what he's saying is real facts, bro. People really come in the studio and really put that fire in. And just because people in the studio, we really working. You know,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
like your work ethic though. You know, believe
Yeah,
it
bro.
or not, you really put on.
It's because we kind of like we got to get used to not only our culture, like 18th Street, like us functioning with each other. We functioning with other hoods now.
Oh yeah.
We functioning with other counties.
Yep.
So anytime y'all roll through, I want to make sure y'all pull up and y'all, you know, y'all feel accommodated. We got bottle service. We got beer. You know, if y'all like buzz balls, beatboxes, whatever the case. Like, hey, Young Dopey got you, but at the
Yeah,
same time,
that's
that
Mando.
comes with a like what we did for episode 5. We was here, passing around the bottle, and then we took a break, and then it just didn't come out to our liking.
Right.
So just know that we will do that podcast with the Oxnard Dream Team, because those guys over there are very talented.
Oh yeah,
you
Mando.
know?
They've been putting on for a minute. Pug's been putting on for a minute. Roto G been putting on for a minute. I haven't met the other guys, Big E and Young Chach and all them, but I've been looking them up, looking at their music. They get off too. Like I said, shout out to the 805s, and like I said, shout out to my boy Destructive Films too.
Oh yeah, Destructive Films, man.
Shout out to Destructive, man.
He shot Mandatory.
Yeah, exactly.
That guy, and then he shot a few. I mean, I think you just did something
Yeah.
with Exclusive.
Yeah.
And that shit was hot, bro.
Yeah, so Destructive a real big part of the 805 too. If you really look at it, as far as like the visuals.
That's why there's so much talent there that they was actually gonna be episode 5, but then that's when my legal issues started kicking in. So my brothers from Oxnard, 805, shout out. Hey, y'all welcome. On the next, if not the next, then the next one following, bros. But I need y'all here.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for blessing my vision and blessing the show. But today we got Buckweed, and you know what? Like, he is a part of the pattern of our history.
Yeah.
So this is why it goes intact with where we left off, because episode 3 was me and Gangsta Wish.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
You
Shout
know
out to
what I'm
Gangsta Wish.
Oh yeah, hey man.
Shout out to the boy Gangsta Wish, man.
Hey, Gangsta Wish, man. He's somebody that right now is definitely like recalibrating himself.
Yeah.
Like he's trying to, he sees us working. So it's sometimes as an artist, I think that like we work so much, do music, and then we get bored of it. But sometimes you got to see what we bring to the table. So he's been handling his family thing,
Yeah.
getting his paper right, doing good. The homie's doing good.
And I love that about the homie.
Yeah,
though,
yeah. But he needs that motivation, and then he's seen us working. So he's been hitting me up like, "Hey, Dopey,
Yeah.
I'm ready to get back in the lab." So my boy hungry. So
Yeah.
hey, Wish.
Yeah, Wish, get to the lab ASAP. ASAP, 118%, man. And I always love Wish because he always had that work ethic since day one, since I met Wish. It's been that click. And Wish was like one of the first homies that I actually met from the set that actually do music, and and we met on some real gangster shit.
For sure.
Hey,
but I'm gonna get to that because you know what I'm saying, we got a little dialogue like I actually want to go from where Buckwheat started from.
Oh yeah,
because I really feel, bro, like, and this is facts. We got some motherfucking bangers, bro.
Oh
and
yeah.
Not only that, bro, like we got hits. And I'm talking about, I just think that we're so busy and we don't have managers or nothing like that. Like, we never go and ask for our plaques because our shit has gone platinum. Our shit, like, we should have that shit on our wall, but we haven't, bro.
Yeah.
So the fans, a lot of my fans came off of you. And obviously, you have people that listen to you, and then they come to me. So that energy that Buckwheat brings, it has to be noticed, bro.
Exactly.
Like, so today, bro, I just think that everybody needs to know Buckwheat.
Yeah,
or
for
you
sure.
know what? And that's where it start at.
Yeah, that's where it started.
This is where we start at, bro. I do have a question, so we could go from there.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? I just think this is the perfect question because I'm even confused, bro.
Yeah.
So what is it? Is it Buck? Is it Buckwheat? Or is it Buc Tha Great, man? Because you got to make that shit clear, bro. Like, what is it?
I mean.
Hey, look at it. He's like, hey, hold on. He put me on blast. Look.
Yeah. I mean, when you really put it like that, it's you grew up with one name, especially being from the set. you grew up with one name, and it was Buckweed. It just growing up, just smoking a lot of weed. So I was like, and I'm already a little crazy, right? So Buck is just off the wall already. So you know, the weed was just there, always smoking. So I just said, man, it sounds kind of like Buckwheat from Lil Rascals. You get what I'm saying?
Hey, I actually thought about that.
Yeah, it sounds like Buckwheat, but it's really Buckweed, Buckweed. That's where it started from. But then, hey, look, you just start growing. I started doing this music, and then it just became the Great, bro. Like, you know, just the Great. I really got the Great off. You know, my boy Nip. You know, Nip.
Shit,
you know,
yeah.
We used to always bump Nip. Me and my cousin from 6-0, we used to stay bumping Nip. Like, this was back in like 2012, 13, 14. And just to be a part of that, he had the all money in, no money out. So,
he's
you
a
know,
big influence.
Exactly.
Nip is one of those that that I don't hesitate to be like, you know, he was you know, like a very, he was a staple to our community. You know what I'm saying?
Facts, bro. Facts.
You know so
facts.
Like a pillar.
He come from where we come from.
Yeah. And down the street.
Exactly.
You know, like yeah. So,
you know,
so
the
to me,
6-0's right here, the 106 right here, 6-0's right here, my clique right here. So it's like, and it's all LA. You know, it's all LA.
Yeah. So he was a pillar. So for you to say that, honestly, on the way over here, and just so the fans know, you know, everybody out there, you know, Baby Mama is on the DJ.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
shout out to Esme though.
Hey, can I? Man, finally, you pressed something out there. So Baby Mom was actually on the way with me over here, and then you know, before I have these interviews, sometimes I shoot it off the hip, off the rip, like off the dome.
Yeah.
But with man, today I was just like, nah, you know, with Buck, I know Buck. Like sometimes too, I could tell when you in the studio, you feel like I ain't got y'all attention. I'm gone. Like you ain't over here to play games.
Yeah.
Like
that's facts.
Like, so you be over here like, okay, so we gonna do this or we not?
Exactly.
Because, you know, sometimes like our like the way we get artistic is like we start like vibing with each other, and then I just think with you is like you don't want to take too long.
Yeah, I just feel like now, especially since I've been in business as well, especially growing up, it's just like always been about my business. So when I'm in a studio, don't get me wrong, we have had studio sessions where it's just off the wall, where we just go in there and we just clown, we smoke, you feel me?
Yeah.
And then sometimes weed, it'll get you down, or it'll, you know, and us, our energy is up. So it be times where it like studio times where we wasted time. That's wasting money right there. So now when I, you know, think about going to the studio, it's, bro, I'm here to put in this work, because guess what? I need to get back, you know, to my grind. I got to get back to what I'm focused on.
I see that,
and don't get me wrong, I love it. Maybe that's why, you know, shout out to the fans though, man. Shout out to everybody that's still been holding me down. They haven't really seen me on the scene, but when I'm around, hey, it's bangers. We're
gonna get there. We're gonna get there, Buck. So my whole thing was what I was trying to explain was I told my baby mom, right? I'm like, man, I need to create a dialogue and on the questions, a storyline for the fans.
Yeah.
Not only that, is because I know you like to be organized too. So that's why to me too, and I'm like, man, I'm gonna ask him about Buckwheat or Buc Tha Great. Because you've been knowing my family since forever.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I've been knowing you as long as I know my baby mom, and then
I was there when you met her.
Yeah.
I was there when you met her, bro. Like after the studio session. Come on now.
No, so that's why we kind of like confused a little bit with timing, but it was just like we was like, you know what? So why do they call Buckwheat? And then that's where we're like, oh, you know, maybe because the Lil Rascals.
Yeah.
But you see, I was wrong.
Yeah.
So it's because of you smoking weed.
Oh yeah, just smoking weed. Just
and you do be smoking like a
mama, I just smoked right before this, man.
Yeah. I want to go get you that Willy Wonka fucking swishers.
I'll make sure I called you and be like, hey man, you feel me? Give me some swishers.
So it's official.
Yeah.
It's Buc Tha Great.
Yeah, it's Buc Tha Great now. Stop playing.
Okay, so from this point forward, when we're gonna go search for your music and anything that we doing with you, or anything that you doing on your lane, because I know you have your own lane.
Yeah,
it's gonna be Buc Tha Great.
Yeah, Buc Tha Great, simple.
For sure. Yeah, so I'm glad that, because from this point on, because sometimes we so busy, bro.
Yeah.
That when I go upload music, I'll just be like, I'm gonna put Buck.
Yeah, hey, you can still find me if you put Buck. You can still find me.
For sure,
you know, so that's Mando. If it's not Buc Tha Great, it's Buck. BUC.
For sure. And real quick, man. So we I don't want to forget. Shout out to Crook One.
Oh yeah,
and Soul from OTR Records.
Yep.
And
Shout out to Crook
Lefty
One.
Gunplay.
So yeah,
and
Lefty.
What's the other King Cash?
Oh, King Cash, yeah.
They all here.
Oh,
yeah. They babysitting my son right now, man.
Yep. Hey, and shout out to Lefty too, man. He just went on the podcast and gave me a shout out. That was huge right there, man. Shout out to Lefty Gunplay.
Yeah.
You know,
so,
he out there doing
it. We over here shooting our shit, and I never thought that the first time that we connect, I thought it was just gonna be, networking. Hell no. I'm like, hey, I need to shoot this podcast. And they're all like, all right, my son want to play PlayStation. They over there playing PlayStation. So my son wanted to get in. They're like, don't trip, Dopey. Like,
go handle it. Go.
So, hey, shout out to the babysitters.
Yeah, shout out to the babysitters,
hey,
man.
We're going to call you, too, when your baby mama won't go out. So,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
As long as the PS5 right there, he's straight.
Hey, my son, too, he's like, I'm getting tired of all these uncles.
Yeah.
But just for the fans know,
I'm his favorite uncle, though. I'm his favorite uncle, though.
One of his best uncles one of the uncles that was riding with him since day one was Buck.
Yeah.
Buc Tha Great.
Facts.
Was right there, my boy, and
Come
I
on,
appreciate you for holding me down,
man.
bro. When I was in
family,
county
baby.
jail facing life.
It's not homies, it's family, baby. Stop playing.
So moving on from that, bro, I did want to touch bases on your story, bro, because I think it's very important that the streets know. I think it's very important that our fans know the upbringing of Buc Tha Great.
Okay, yeah.
Of like, how did you start your romance with the music? Like, did you just no disrespect to moms, hop out the womb and start rapping? Or was it in preschool? Or was it?
Man, I've been rapping since I was 2, baby. Stop playing. Yeah. Once I learned how to rap, I just start, once I learned how to talk.
It's 2?
No, I'm just fucking with you, bro.
No, yeah. So how because I know all of us, like, we get very, very intimate with our music, meaning like, damn, do you remember that time where you fell in love with rap?
I mean, I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. If I'm gonna be all honest, my older brother, shout out to OG Woog, man. He got some hot shit on the way too. That's my older brother. We was in my grandma's house, and I grew up around my grandma. My older brother, he was the oldest one. He used to do music. He had the studio set up and everything. But I would just
OG Woog?
OG Woog, yep.
WOOD?
Yep. WOOD, yep.
Shout out to the Wood.
Shout out to Wood, baby. So I used to see my older brother do music, but I was the bad motherfucker that I always used to come around and be like, yeah, like being bad because at the end of the day, they used to kick me out the room. Get the fuck out the room, badass motherfucker. So, but I had passion for it. And then I remember this one video, I think it was by Gucci, that's So Icy. So I say, and I remember being a little kid looking at that video, and I was like, dang, this hard right here, bro. Like, so icy, baby. Like, and I was like, I can do something like this, bro. I can do something like this. So, and then it was, man, I think my older brother one day, he put me on a track. He was like, you know what? I'm going to put you on a track and see how you sound.
How old were you, bro?
Honestly, I think I was about, I would say like 8 or 9 years old because it was around the time they was like, yeah, put the young motherfucker on the track, and you feel what I'm saying? So they put me on the track and wrote, he wrote something out, told me to say it.
Oh, so he wrote it for you?
Yeah, he wrote it for me. I was young, bro. Like if I was spitting it myself, bro, I probably would have been, you feel me? So he wrote it out for me, put it on the track, and I was like, man, I like this right here. But then my cousin ended up getting killed, and then my older brother OG Wood, he ended up getting shot in the face the same day. My cousin ended up passing away that day, and that's when that's when everything like literally changed. Okay. Everything literally split from that moment right there. Like bam, yep.
He passed?
Oh no, he survived that. He got shot in the face, but my cousin he had got shot like 15 times. Died on the block, and then that's what he had bam.
Shout out to the family.
Yeah,
bro.
Shout out to the fam. But ever since then, I always kept that in my heart. And, growing up in the section, just start rapping.
For sure.
So, everywhere I'm going.
So you was with your cousin, and then that brought you the passion, and then ever since you've been locked in.
Ever since then, I've been locked in.
And when did you start taking initiative and like getting in like with yourself, like doing it yourself?
Um, well, growing up, went to juvenile hall and all that, so I was like, man, boom, boom, boom. You know, everybody rapping in juvenile hall.
Yeah.
You got everybody rapping.
The culture, bro.
So we got the whole dorm going up. We got the whole, we got RS, PQ. You know, like the shoe IIU Central.
East, like,
we got what is that? LP, bro. We going up, but then I got out.
They barely opened up LP again. They closed down Central.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, shout out to the little homies out there.
Yeah. Shout out to the little ones. But then I think once I really got locked in is when I was at a party. I was at a hood party. Shout out to the homegirl Loca. She always had a party every year. Every year she had a party. So I'm at a party. You know, they was like, hey, bro, rap. So I start rapping. The next thing you know, I was like, man, for some reason, out of nowhere, bro, I was like, man, if I had a studio, I'd probably drop some hard shit. And then the homie looked and he was like, bro, the homie got the studio. And it was Lil Man from the 6.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. So hold on, bro, because this shit it has to go entwined with.
Okay, yeah.
Because I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Because Wish, Gangsta Wish was telling me that he went to Broadway.
That this is after this. Hold on. I'm telling you the story.
Okay, so the homie. Okay,
this is before I met Wish.
My bad.
I was at the function. So I'm rapping. Then they was like, "Hey, Lil Man." The homie pointed was like, "Lil Man got the studio," and I was like, "Oh shit, Lil Man, you got the studio?" Boom. So he was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Where you stay at?" And he was telling me where he stayed at. He was like, "Yeah, I live in Inglewood." Boom, 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 boom. So I was like, all right, and I'm young, bro. I ain't got a car. I ain't got nothing. So I was like, "All right, don't just shoot me your digits."
Lil Mans Beats.
Yeah, Lil Man Beats. Shout out to Lil Man Beats, bro. You know,
I don't know where he at.
He locked up right now. You feel me? Yeah. He holding it down right there. Nah, he in a pen right now. You know, he should be home later on this year.
The guy?
Yeah. He's being the guy.
He got a big whip. Shout out. Hey, last time I see Lil man, gave him a big hug. It was New Year's. You know, sometimes we get lost in the streets.
Yeah.
But my boy is a real hood baby.
Oh yeah. That's facts, baby.
Like, hey man, so
hey, and then going back to that, I met him at the function, so I was like, okay, I got his number and everything.
Oh, so Loca
yeah,
function.
bam, at her,
shout out to
you know,
Loca.
yeah, shout out to Loca.
Every time,
you know?
hey, every time I see her, like I be hugging her, I give her a kiss, she be like, "Stop playing."
Hey, Loca really been like a hood mama to the youngins though.
Like,
no lies.
Playing. No, but it's all love.
Yeah.
But then sometimes, like siblings, like we argue. And it's all love.
Yeah.
And then after that, like a month or two later, we get along.
Yeah, that's how brothers and sisters is, man.
So, yeah, bro. So that's why I love, you know, for an artist to explain their upbringing, you know, because we get to see the roots of it. And to me, seeing that our neighborhood, like, was a part of rising us up, you know.
Oh yeah,
like they was uplifting us. So the homegirl plugged you up with Little Man.
Yeah.
And just for the fans to know out there that Little Man, he is somebody that was raised. Lil Mans Beats was somebody that was raised in Inglewood, California, in the hundreds where I was raised at. And
shout out to the hundreds.
And Buckwee, Buc Tha Great, he's raised. His clique is more over there by downtown LA.
Yeah. Bonnie Bray, Westlake, MacArthur Park. You know, once you hear about MacArthur Park, it's only one section of the hood over there.
For sure.
So, you know.
Yeah, shout out to the homies. You know, like if I get it wrong, bro, it ain't no, you know.
Oh yeah.
It's all love, but we so close.
Oh hell yeah.
In proximity.
We everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere, bro. So that's why we so close in LA that our own homies and homegirls make that connection. So that's why it's all love to the homies and homegirls. Thank you for all that.
Yeah.
And so when y'all make that connection with Lil Man, how did that work out? Like,
I mean, when I met Lil Man at Loca Function, I had his number, but I didn't really get in contact with him until I actually met Wish. I think once I met Wish, that's when it was like, okay, it's game time.
Oh, Wish. Hey, Wish. Hey, he a big part of this machine that we operate, bro.
Yeah.
So he told me his episode 3 program time. Go check it out. He told me that he was crossing the street.
Yeah.
And he seen you. Can you verify that, or was my boy like telling? Is that facts or not,
bro? That's
because Wish. Hey, come on, Wish.
Bro, it's 1800, bro. Like it's 1800. It was some things just transpired, where we was at, in the clique. So I was like, man, let me make my way downtown, man. It's daylight, I'm a little dark. People gonna recognize me. Let me head downtown. Yeah. So boom. So I was like, you know what? Had a little paper on me, so I was like, I'm gonna go shopping real quick. Boom. Hit a couple stores. And I just happened to walk down Broadway because I know the hood on 7th and Broadway and all that. So I know about the arcades and all that. So I was like, man, I start walking. Me, I grew up around Hispanics, so I got my little extra large shirt on, probably like I'm banged out, like my Dickies. I think my 501s was like a 36, 38, so I'm walking banged out. So I see Wish, fresh bald head. So I'm like, man.
What was Wish doing?
It was crazy because I seen him from a distance, and it's like he seen me from a distance. So I was like, it's like we locked in, and I was like, oh, it's finna get cracking,
was it love at first sight? Press that one time. What's that love at first sight button? Man, baby mama, you fired.
Womp, womp, womp.
Press something. Oh, shit. Okay, let's keep going.
No, yeah. So, but once I met Wish, it was game over. It was like, bam. We literally crossed the intersection on 7th to Broadway, so we both looked at each other. And then just like how he said, I said something to him. I was like, yeah, what's cracking, bro? How that 18 life, though? Like, bam.
You said it or he said it?
No, I said it, like, bam. Oh, okay. I walked, boom, because I already seen the tat.
I'm
going
to go back to that, episode 3, and I'm going to see who said it first.
Yeah.
I think he said it.
No, yeah, I seen the tat. You feel me? Because Wish got a tat on, his forearm.
There we go.
So I seen it, and I was like, oh, bro, he from the set, bro. Like, you feel me? So me, I was like, what's up, bro? Like, you feel me? How the 18 life, like, he was like, what? And I'm like, yeah, bro, like, where you from, bro? He was like, I'm from 18. I was like, that's right, bro, I'm from 18. Like, I'm from Colombia, and then he was like, oh, I'm from, he was like, yeah, I'm from 106. And I was like, oh, you from 106, bro? Like, what they call you? He was like, oh, they call me Wish. And I was like, Wish? Hey, bro, you the rapper homie, right, bro? You the rapper homie from the set. He was
so the homie was rapping already?
Yeah, I heard a couple tracks from Wish already. So I was like, hey, you be doing music? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, matter of fact, I just met your homie from your clique. They call him Little Man. And he was like, oh, that's where I'll be going to record at. And I was like, oh. Well,
so you already recorded at Lil Mans?
No, I never recorded at Little Mans.
Oh, that's what Wish said.
No, I never recorded at Little Mans. And then I met Wish. Once I met Wish, it was like, I was like, oh, yeah, I met your homie from your clique, Lil Man. And he was like, oh, that's where I'll be going to record at. That's where I'll go record my music. And I was like, okay, perfect. Well, let's link up and let's hit the studio because I got his number. And he was like, oh, yeah, he stay over here, da-da-da.
So, Wish... Were you guys like crossing the street, or did you guys meet at a corner?
Oh no, it was nothing like that. Hold on, bro. It was like literally we locked eyes from like across the street. So literally once we got to the middle of the intersection, it was like I seen this tat on his forearm. So I was like, hey, bro, it's bro from the set. So I was like, hey, what's up, bro? Like, how the 18 life like? And he looked at me like, what'd you say?
So crossing the street.
Crossing the street.
Damn,
and it was like
activity.
Yeah, activity. So it was like, bro, yeah, bro, where you from, bro? And he was like, I'm from 18. I was like, that's where I'm from 18, bro. Like, woo woo.
Can I get a round of applause for that? Round of applause. Look at. Yeah, bro. So when y'all connected on that intersection, where did it go from there?
I mean, once we connected off that intersection, it was like, bro, I was like, man, you know, you the rapper homie from the hood, right? He was like, yeah. And I was like, man, let's make something. I do music. I'm trying to do music. I'm trying to put myself more out there. And then he shot me his number. Bam. I think literally 2 days later, I was on it. I was like, I went back to my section, like, hey, bro, I just met Wish, bro. Like, whoa. And it was like, what?
You was out there active.
Yeah, and I was out there active. So I was like, you know what? Boom. And I think the first time I went to go link up with Wish, I rode the bus out there. I think I was like 18, 19.
You don't mind me asking, what year was that?
This was about, I say, 2000. 2012. It had to be like 2011, late 2011 to 2012 when I met Wish. Around that time.
For sure.
Yeah, it was around that
man.
time.
Hell yeah. Around that, yeah, I was busted around that time.
Yeah. You was down.
So he was doing his thing.
Yup.
Independently too
Yeah.
with Lil Man, and then y'all connected.
Yeah, we connected and it just went crazy after that.
And then the homie had a setup in South Central, right? Yeah, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong.
It was
was it
like
Inglewood?
it was like borderline Inglewood South Central. It was like towards like the 90s, the far west 90s.
I got you, bro.
You know,
Yeah,
it was like borderline right there.
Okay, yeah. So how was that linking up with him at the studio? You took the bus and then
Oh yeah, I took the bus, and I think Wish was just like, oh yeah, we gonna make some music. We gonna make some music. But I think he just wanted to peep my stilo because I came to the studio and he was like, yeah, just like, you know, make whatever you want. Like, you know, the studio all yours, bro. This like, you know, this where we at. Yeah. And I was like, for sure. And I think I made that like I think I made my homie stay banging. And I think I made like a little freestyle. But then ever since then it's been up. And then my boy Trubs got out. Shout out to the homie Big Trubs, you know.
Rancho?
For Rancho. He in Pelican Bay right now. You know, he got all day, but shout out to the bro. He just hit me up the other day.
Hell yeah. Last time I seen him was like 2012 to 2013. Yeah.
So, you know, bro up there in the Bay, but, you know, he came and that's when we just made a project, Hood Music Volume 2. You know, we dropped the whole project.
Okay, so that time, do you remember the first song that you made with them?
The first song I think we did, if I'm not mistaken, bro, all together, it was I'm from the West Side. What a gangsters be from the West,
Just so you know, bro, like, and for the fans, like, it's very important to know that I'm fascinated by this as a artist myself, because I was incarcerated around this time.
Yeah.
You feel me? So me hearing this history, it's like, wow, I didn't even know Little Man knew how to make beats.
Yeah.
First of all, I knew him when he was staying on 109.
Yeah.
And then Wish, too. If you heard his story, I didn't know he knew how to rap.
Yeah.
Until one day I was just flowing in the hood, and then he started flowing.
Yeah.
And then I was like, damn. And then here comes Buckweed when I got out the pen. And then Lil Rascal was rolling with y'all around that time, right?
Yeah. He on the Hood Music Volume 2 as well.
Yeah.
You know, he got some stuff up in there, you know?
Yeah. So when y'all was doing y'all thing, like, I was hearing about it in the pen because that's when the cell phone started hitting prison.
Yeah.
And then I would see it off my little, like, you know, videos, and I'd be like, man, who's the homie? And then you was very talented. I was like, man, where they find cuz? But you found them, they found you.
We found each other, baby.
You found each other, yeah. Yeah, bro, so to me, anytime I see you guys, like, telling these stories, like, this is around the time that I was in that cell, just like, man, like, you know, I had these dreams and things of progressing with my own music.
Yeah.
But and then you guys had y'all going on, and that's the beautiful part.
Yeah.
That, like, we circled around and made history regardless.
Yeah, regardless of the fact, man. That's just what it is.
Yeah, man. So Hood Music
Volume 2,
right?
Yep.
And then it was you, Gangsta Wish, was the homies from the Drive, because I know the homies from the Drive,
Vino,
666 Records. Like, would they come around that time?
I mean, I personally know Bino, Rigo, you know, just from being active in the set, going to this side, that side, you know, boom. So I was like, you know what? Like, around the time we was making music, bro, you got to think about it. There's so many homies coming around now because they like, man, the homies is making music. The homies is making music.
Bino, I remember Bino when Downer started 019 Records.
Yeah,
so that's the homie. And then Evil, he's the one that started 666.
Yeah.
And then Baby Gangster, now he's still fucking with us right now.
Yeah.
All this talent, and then was the support there, or was
the support was there? It was around the time, but now Bino, you got to think about it. Bino is a little older.
Yeah,
you know?
Bino G homie. Yeah.
You know,
shout out to Bino, man.
Yeah. Shout out to the G homies. You feel me? Shout out to the G homies. Bino a little older. Yeah. So when I started coming around rapping, it was like, like, you know, don't get me wrong, we'll post up, smoke.
I see some videos of y'all, like,
yeah, at
Like,
the
just-
APTs.
yeah,
you know,
just-
if you know
just
about
do
the
your-
APTs, you know about the
Yeah, yeah,
APTs.
yeah, yeah.
But around that time, he was like a little older. He wasn't really on the music, you know.
Okay,
So
okay.
he really, you know, chilled back on that.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, man. So hood music came out, and did the music, like the vibes around that time, like was it coming out like the way you wanted to? Like
It was lovely, bro. Like you got to think about it around that time.
technology wasn't
Oh, we was burning
streaming.
CDs.
It was burning
We
CDs
was,
or
like the whole hood music volume 2. Trubs, he like, hey bro, don't trip. I'm gonna buy the CDs. Lil Man gonna burn the CDs. We gonna buy the little back
the cover.
Yeah, the cover. You know, boom. I'm just a little excited right now. I'm like, man, all this, man, it's just bringing
No,
back
because
memories.
I think the whole hood at that time was feeling that.
Oh,
the hood
yeah.
music.
Yeah,
So even when
Everybody
I got
wanted
out,
that.
even when I got out, okay, so just for the younger fans,
yeah.
this is before the digital platforms
Oh
came
yeah,
out.
this is before Instagram. This is before, I think, like MySpace and all that was there, but it wasn't like really popping like it was back then, like how it is right now.
So the homies was off the backyard, from the gutter, just met each other at the intersection.
Yeah.
Like, hey, let's go make some hood music. The homie Buckweed over there popping in MacArthur Park doing his thing.
Yeah.
And then the homie Wish doing his thing. Little Man making his beats. And y'all could go back and retrack it on YouTube.
Yeah,
You know, right now you can go check out history.
yeah.
And then y'all make banger after banger after banger. But the homies told me too that y'all was like in the streets. Like y'all would make a song and then y'all would go bang. Like y'all would go boom, 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 and then come back. So that was like some real certified street hitters.
I mean, that's just what it is, bro. If the streets know, bro, like, not ready to speak on that, but the streets know what it's about. So
Yeah.
when it's whatever, it's like, okay, perfect. Where we going back to? We going back to the studio. Okay, so we in the studio. Okay, perfect. Like, I don't. Back in the day, I ain't really drink like that. So I was like kind of more sober than a lot of homies.
Yeah,
So
gotcha.
when I'm in a studio, guess what I'm doing? I'm writing. I'm trying to work. I'm trying to,
Make it
hey,
happen.
bro. So then
same way right now too.
exactly. So when the homies sober up, like the next day or 2 days, 3 days later, when they back to life, they hopping on them tracks and we hopping on them tracks, and now we like, okay, perfect. We got this, we got that. So it don't really matter, and everybody know. Yeah, we was in the streets, and don't get me wrong, like we still there. You know?
Yeah.
We still there, but in a different light. You know, but it would back in the day, it was just more crazy because we was really out here and we ain't had to fake the funk. The streets knew what it was. We ain't had to hop on the track and diss nobody and do this and do that. We just everybody knew what it was, bro. When
Yeah,
it
it wasn't
came to the squad.
it wasn't no social media.
Nah,
like
it was like, bro,
it wasn't no cheat code in the social
Nah.
media to get your shit popping. The only thing that had your shit popping was talent.
the streets and being out there and really putting in your name mean everything, bro. Just being a real one, showing love to everybody and really being about what you say, bro. Simple as that.
So moving on from that, I did want to ask, you know, and me personally, and I think a lot of our fans and a lot of homies will want to know, for Buckweed, you know, you as a young homie, because Buckweed was the turned up active homie.
Oh yeah.
You know, and now you as a man, you know what I'm saying, and you investing your time and money into your platform as Buc Tha Great.
Yeah.
Where Buckwheat came from. How was it growing up in a predominantly Latino gang?
Oh, I already knew you was gonna get there, right? You
No,
know,
that's very important, bro. You know,
well, technically, where I was raised on the west side of the city, where you consider, even though it's still downtown, it's still the west side. It's not downtown; it's the west side of the city. You feel me? So, I was raised in South Central, so my mom, everything that was going on, because my mom, she been shot before, all that. So she tried to move us out of South Central, even though South Central, we still integrated with everybody.
so
you
was
know?
mom and pops banging too?
Yeah, my mama, she from East Coast Crip. You know,
Oh,
my mama,
shit,
she from
okay.
East Coast Crip. My daddy,
Okay.
he from Playboy Hustle Crip.
There we
you
go.
know?
Okay.
So, you know, my mama, she been shot before, the bullet still in her. You know, the doctors talking about, hey, look, we don't want to do no surgery, bullet close to your heart, da-da-da, you know what happened. But long story short, she moved us out of South Central when we was younger and to downtown area thinking it was going to be, you know, more safer. But kind of find out, bro, now you moving us from, you know, over here to over here where it's dominant Hispanics. It's turn up every day, bro. So, and then now we the new morenos like on the block. So now
Yeah,
they like they love it, bro. Like, you know, my mom, she active as well. So the neighbors and her clicked. Once they clicked, it was a wrap after that, bro. And I went to school around around the homies, and it was never on no, oh, just because he this race, we don't, you know, fuck with him, or just because he like this. It was all love, bro, at the end of the day, because over there they used to seeing blacks and, you know, Hispanics like integrate together. You
yeah,
get
for
what I'm
sure,
saying?
man. Like that's one thing that I want to emphasize to the fans and everything. Like, story be told, like from the past.
Yeah.
You know, it is said that 18th Street is the first gang
Yeah.
that actually merged within interracial.
Yeah.
You know, like our peoples.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then we got hated amongst that because we got a lot of G's from the set
Yep.
that are black,
Yep.
that are Asian, that are Cambodian,
Yeah, we got all different kind of races from
and
you know,
Latinos.
from where we from.
Yeah. So, and then after that, like, you know, other hoods started
Yeah.
following. So at first, I'm pretty sure it was looked at as different. For me, it wasn't, because I got some little homies that are black, and then
Exactly.
man, it wasn't even about color.
Yeah.
These dudes are like my guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I ask you that, you know, with confidence, because I think a lot of people do, like, when they see you in my song, they think that you just like somebody that, like, oh yeah, like, why does he have this moreno in there when they
Yeah.
don't know that you my brother?
Yeah.
Like, this is my son's Theo,
Yeah.
motherfucker. Is it? Like, don't disrespect his Theo. Like, hey, Buckweed was there, you wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And Buckweed has been right there through the trenches, fighting through our struggle, fighting through our wars.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
And the homies basically like raised me in, you know, in the hood, you know, and these homies now is in federal prison, bro. Like some of the homies is in the feds, bro. The homie Jokes, Ruggy, the twins, Stranger, you know, also some of all the big homies, some of all the G homies, and they never. I got homies from the hood, like all the homies from our side. They say nigga, they say this, they say that, and they say it like it's regular because that's just what it is, you know. And ain't nobody gonna tell us no different. And these is G homies from the hood that raised us. So, but we got raised with a different kind of standard, you know. And it was, okay, well, you black. It's like they're not looking down on that, bro. It all comes back down to, like, you know, that's when you in the other place, if you know what I mean. When that kind of division come through,
Yeah,
you get
like
what I'm saying? Nah, it was just like, you know,
or
politics
war,
and
politics,
you know,
yeah.
all the other
Yeah,
shit,
got you.
you know. But I was even, you know, own family like try to, you know, disown me, you know, just from being from the set, you know.
Well, man, shit. If I could tell a story to the fans, I remember pulling up on Buck in the 20s over there in South Central.
Yeah.
And you over there with the local parks.
Yeah.
Shout out to the
Yeah.
local parks.
Yeah, shout out to the homies from local parks. Always, you know, show love, nothing but love over there,
Respect.
man. You know.
And then with Pops, you know what I'm saying? Like, I met your family.
Yeah.
You know, like, we've been connected. And another thing, too, I could tell you personally that I never told you. But
Yeah.
when I was in the penitentiary and I heard that you was coming around, I'm like, hey, what's up with the homie? Like, hey, you know, like, man, he's very talented.
Yeah.
But off top, homie was speaking good on you because there was hey, the homie, he catches his squabbles.
Yeah, that's Mando.
He be right here holding it down.
Exactly.
Like, anything with the Amigos, he right here.
Man, the
So,
section though.
Yeah. So that's why but, you know, off top, like, my brothers too was all like, that's the boy. you
Yeah.
know?
Hell yeah.
So that music brought us together.
Oh, hell yeah.
That
And I
was
think-
the poetry behind it and the romance, you know what I'm saying?
And the first time, just like how you saying when you rolled up to the 20s and all that, that was the first time I met you, like out of
No,
nowhere.
I met you before that.
I don't even remember. That's
downtown.
The thing. That's the thing. I don't even
Remember
that.
at the jewelry at the we were at downtown. I think we were at Wishes.
That
yeah.
spot.
Yeah.
Probably. I was probably
And we were
high
in
as
the
fuck.
bottom.
I ain't even gonna lie,
Yeah.
bro. Because the only time I remember is when you came to pick me up, you know, and then we went to Siphon's studio. You was like, hey, I'm gonna hit you up. And then I think you DM me or something, you know, or got my number from Lil Man. And when you hit me up, I was like, who is this? You were like, oh, bro, it's Young Dopey. And I was like, who? Like, oh, it's Young Dopey. Young Dopey from the 6? Like, yeah. And I was like,
that's what's up.
what's going on, bro? Like, oh, yeah, I heard you rapping, man. I'm trying to do something with you.
Oh,
and,
yeah,
and,
bro.
and ever
I
since
think we
then-
made blue Chuck Taylors, huh?
Yeah, blue Chuck Taylors that day,
I'm
bro.
mobbing in my
Yup.
blue Chuck
Yeah.
Taylors.
and ever since then, it was a
I
wrap.
said, hey, let them know. West Side MacArthur Park. You're
Yeah.
like, hey, ooh.
Yeah,
Do
simple.
you remember the
I was
beginning?
young as hell.
Do you remember the beginning of that?
Man, it's so crazy, you know.
Let's see if we can remember a little. Like, man, that's so back. Hold on.
I was busted with the homie Rascal from Colombia, Little Cycles, you know. And then he was like, "Hey, Buck, what up, dopes?" You know, let them know how it goes down in MacArthur Park. Yeah, for sure, baby.
Then what happened after that? We forgot us. Damn.
Yeah, man.
Okay, that was the first banger, and just so everybody knows, we had homies from the East Side coming out in there, homies from Rancho Park. But I think it was too long, so shout out to the homies from Rancho Park. Shout out to the homie from the East Side, Hit, and the homie nephew from Rancho, Tiny G.
Yeah, TG.
They were supposed to come out in it. I still got y'all verses, but the only thing, it was too long.
Yeah.
It was like 8 minutes, 10 minutes.
10 minute track right there. Y'all would have got bored.
Yeah. So that's why we had to slim it up. But then we started getting in the lab, bro.
Yeah.
So it went from
Blue Chuck
OG
Taylors.
Wood.
Yep. OG Wood. Yep. All that.
Moving on to you doing your thing, and then with the homies.
Yep.
Homegirl Loca.
Mm-hmm.
Little Man. And then 7 and Broadway.
Yep.
Shout out to the Broadways.
Yep.
Tiny Wino.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. That's where 106 came from. I
That's
understand,
right.
you know. Shout out. And then hooking up in the lab. And then making all this history with the music, the hood music part 2. And then we clicked up.
Yep.
And then we made Blue Chuck Taylors.
Watered Down Gangsta.
Watered Down Gangsta is
that almost got like 3 million views.
That's
right
the
now,
certified.
that's like, you know.
Everybody. that will hurt. That will hurt.
And I'm like, wow, bro. Like,
That
I was
one,
young as hell.
that one hurt a lot of people's feelings.
Hey, for real. But so what though?
Yes.
It is what it is, bro.
Yeah, bro. So from there, you know, I kept getting locked up, bro. And then you had your movement.
Yeah.
And then Lil Man had his, you know, like Wish. It's just the streets, man, suck us up, you know? Like they like quicksand. So you found your lane.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then not only you making music, bro, but you started also working.
Oh yeah,
you
Mando. Networking.
You don't mind me asking, like, you know, for the fans, you know, I also see that you have a different profession that you're also pursuing.
Yeah.
Do you
I just do you know, in finances, you know. You know, I do finances on the side, bro. You know, and I think that's very huge from where we come from, because nobody's educated on that. Nobody's educated on finances, educated on money, saving money, investments, stocks, you know, life insurance, all this, you know, and I'm very big on that, bro, because of the fact that a lot of people where we come from, they pass away or something, and they ain't got nothing. They ain't leaving nothing behind, bro. You know, I got locked up at the homie car wash, bro. 2 of the homies, you know, died.
We were right there.
I got locked up at the car wash, supporting the homies, and I ended up almost losing my job because of that. But I was still there for the cause, because it's like, man, these the bros, and now I got a profession where I'm like, man, I can do this, and I can help all my people. I can help all my boys. I can help all my people on another light, not only music. Let's do it. You know, it's only right.
And big ups for that, bro. I've been seeing you pursuing that.
Yeah.
And just so the fans know, I think that there's where half of Buck's energy goes to.
Yeah.
I mean, not only that, like you have so much going on, but for the fans that might need some guidance and assistance and that type, like, where can I find you at?
Oh man, y'all can hit me through the DMs. If y'all want to talk more, hit me through the DMs. Buc Tha Great. Y'all already got my Instagram and all that. If y'all want my business Instagram, tap in with me through the DMs, and we'll talk more. But other than that, it was around that time I got an opportunity, and it was around the time like I had a son. You know, you know, I had a son around that time, so that's when everything was still going wild. Okay. But it was like, once I had a son, it was like, dang, bro, like, now I got a little me, you know? So now I got to start moving smart. And I know at the end of the day, in the back of my mind, still, you could get recognized, things can happen. So God forbid something was happening to me, he got something that he can actually know, hey, look, hold on to, well, you know, God forbid anything was happening, you feel me?
So what I've been seeing too, man, is like your accomplishments, man. They, like you actually are a pillar now.
Yeah.
To us. Like, man, we be in the hood. And then too, like, you know, because I'm not in the hood every day no more.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, come on, it's common sense.
Yeah.
Like, motherfucker, two striker, motherfucker doing all this. And then when I do come around, they be like, man, what's up with Buck?
Yeah.
Because the homies got so much love for you, bro. And
Yeah.
and the energy that you bring, like, you know, like when I asked you, like, if you know, like you coming from a predominant Latino gang, like how is it? Like I could only imagine the pressure.
Oh,
but
yeah.
to you, I just think that it was natural, bro.
I feel like since where I was raised at is you can't care about nothing. You can't care about nothing because at any given day, it's either you're gonna get taken out or you gotta make a game plan to make shit happen, put shit in motion.
Yeah, bro. Just the other day, I pulled up to the function.
Yeah.
There was like 100 homies.
Oh, we was up in there.
And you was in the middle of it.
Hey, because once I walked in, bro, I'm like, hey, Buck here, and I was like, oh, bro. So everybody, hey, and then once you walked in, it was, hey, bro, don't be here. Oh, it's going down, bro.
Yeah, I know, but but the hood love it.
Oh, yeah.
It's because we putting it up the same way Nipsey did.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Or anybody that does it for their section.
And I feel like it just not to cut you off. It just because we authentic with it. Yeah. Like since we was raised in it, it's still a part of us. So no matter what, no matter how much I achieve, no matter how much I accomplish, I still know it's a homie that hasn't accomplished what I accomplished, and I can still go around them and still motivate them, even though I'm there. Like, yeah, look, bro, like this is what we doing, but don't worry about it, man. You know?
Can I give you your roses real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Your flowers.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Because I gotta let the world know.
Yeah.
This is how it was. This is how much Buckwheed was considerate about your boy Young Dopey. I just got out the pen. I just beat a murder case, right? And then I hit the studio the first day. And then Buckwheed was all like, hey, check this out. And Space. Shout out to Spacey.
Shout out to Space and Time, man.
Sci-Fi, my boy right here. This is why we right here at the Recce spot right now. Shout out to the Recce spot. My boy Buck was all like, hey, I'm going to bless you with this track. 1,800.
Man. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you the real story behind that. So we in the studio. I got this track for like over a year. I could tell you facts because Villain from the 6 got it on camera. We in the West Factory. Yeah. And I ended up telling Wish, like, hey, bro, I got this track, bro. Like, it's gonna be a banger, bro. It's gonna be a banger, bro. And nobody heard it. We in the West Factory like 18 deep, bro.
Hell yeah.
And it's a small, like, you know, so we hot, like, you know, it's a hot summer day, but I was like, Wish, I got this track, bro. It's gonna be a banger. I need you on it. Next thing you know, he was like, what is it? And I was like, I'm about to spit it to you. Once I spit it, and I told everybody in the West Factory, once I spit this, everybody in here finna go crazy, bro. That was like, bro. All right. So, you know, everybody rolling the weed, doing this, drinking. So I put the beat on, boom, and I was like, man, I'm getting ready for this. Like, it's finna get active up in here, bro. I was like, it's finna get active up in here, right? So the next you know, bam, once I come off, like, everywhere that I go, I keep it 1,800. Keep it super turned up, keep it 1,800. Hey, the whole West Factory was like, oh. And I told Wish, like, hey, I need you on a feature. Okay. For some reason, we never got to record that track. Okay. And then that's when we was at Sipes. I had a studio session, and then Wish told me, oh, you know, Dopey got out, right? And I was like, Dopey out? He was like, yeah, matter of fact, he on his way to the studio right now. And I was like, oh, okay, for sure then, bro. And then Dopey walk in, bro, wow, what's the deal, man? Woo. Dopey sit down on the couch. We chopping it up. I remember. And then next you know, Dopey like, hey, so what y'all working on, bro? And I was like, yeah, I'm finna knock out a couple tracks right now. And then I got this one track called 1,800. Dopey was like, skirt, Bert. Like, can I get a skirt? And then he was like, 1,800. And I was like, oh, yeah, bro, we got this. I've been having this track for like over a year. And then next you know, like a couple seconds went by. Dopey just on the couch like, dang. Like, damn. And next you know, out of nowhere, he was like, bro, so y'all gonna make a track called 1,800 without Dopey on it? Oh, yeah, I was like, hey, bro, well, look, you here? I got the track. The whole studio session, I ain't even record the other 3 to 4 tracks because, you know, we had like, I think I only had the hook, so everybody had to write their verse right then and there. Yeah, so shout out to Wish, shout out to you. Y'all everybody wrote their verse right then and there, and we just laced that, and it was a banger after that, bro.
So I hear about other crews and other, like, greats, like entertainers,
Yeah.
like from United States, right? They be looking out for each other as brothers.
Yeah.
You did that for me that day, bro.
Oh, yeah.
You gave me that reason to do it.
Oh yeah.
Like I was just right there with nothing. And I'm over here like, man, y'all had the motherfucking y'all carrying the motherfucking
Yeah.
flag.
Hey, but at the end of the day, it wouldn't be the way how everything came about, especially you being at the studio and how we linked up. And then it was like you just coming home, and I was like, bro, you just coming home, bro. 1,800 to be perfect, bro. Like, bam, you just came home. Everybody waiting on you to drop something. Drop 1,800. That shit gonna be lit. And look what happened, bro. Like once you came out, once you dropped that, it was like, damn.
Yeah, bro. So you blessed me with that track, and then we shot a video like 21 days after I got out. So if you guys check out the 1,800 video, I'm institutionalized in the motherfucker. And if you pay attention to my eyes, I'm always looking at Buckwheat like what you doing now, homie? Hey,
What's the next move?
because everybody need to know that anytime Buckwheat pull up to the studio or anything that we do, he comes with the energy.
Yeah, man.
He comes strong. He brings that good aura, that vibe, and he gives us that like, hey man, that push.
Yeah.
So you know, but that's why you're so valuable, bro.
Hell yeah.
And then
You're looking out. Appreciate that.
So moving with that, bro, right? Is where is Buc Tha Great gonna go from after all the history that we created, from Blue Chuck Taylor's to your projects to motherfucking Watered Down Gangsta to 1,800.
Yep.
Where we going, bro?
I mean, as of right now, we only way up is up. So far as that, we just focus on, like myself, just focusing on ownership. So I would say like in the next 12, 24 months, 36 months, try to really like, get this label that I'm trying to start off the ground, which is going to be off the ground and all that. But not only that, just put on for other artists, because all it takes is one person.
Got you,
So,
bro.
if I'm somebody that can actually give somebody else an opportunity, bam, that's all it takes, bro.
Hell yeah.
Bro, I want to do a song with Buck. Maybe my, views can go up, but I would love that, bro, because I would love to see somebody else shine.
Not only
because,
that, like maybe off the skills you attain from the financial part, you could manage this person, and then you get that back end money. But at the same time, bro, whatever I can do and whatever Gangsta Wish, and all of us, bro, and we break bread, bro, all day. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't want, bro. Just don't leave me.
Just don't leave me. Hey, man, if I had $1 for everybody who told me that, man, hey, don't forget about me, don't leave me, da-da-da, man, I'll be a millionaire. But it's just all the love, bro, and everybody got their own lane. Right? Everybody got their own part, and I'm still young right now, and everybody got to find them. Everybody got to find themselves and what work for them. What I do maybe not going to work for the next person. What I'm into is somebody else not going to be into. But, if I got the ability to do it, I'm going to do it by all means.
Yeah, because I try to sign Buckwheat to 6 Block Records, but yeah, man, he was so hard to get, man. He was like the rookie of the year, so. Hey, but he didn't turn me down. If anything, he just went like, hey, let's just make some bangers.
Yeah, man.
So we made history regardless, and I wish you nothing but the best in your route to success, bro. And homie, that we here. And then if we could make some bangers, homie, and I could be there.
Bro, we finna leave this podcast right now, walk outside this door into a studio and make another banger. So that's just what it is for the streets, man. So.
So.
Yeah.
I've been hearing all these other groups popping that shit, talking about that they section is the most popping. And you know what? It's because we got a lot of younger homies.
Oh, yeah.
Saying that they doing this, doing that.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm going to pop my shit.
Pop it.
18th Street.
Yeah.
Got the most motherfucking talent, dog.
Oh, yeah.
For sure, bro.
Yeah, especially right now.
Me, you,
Yup.
Gangsta Wish,
Yup.
Flacco,
Yup.
Motherfucking.
Shout out to Young Flox 1800. Whoop.
G baby.
G baby, yup. 1800. Yup.
Lil G.
Yup. Shout out to the King Lil G, yup.
Man, who else? Fucking KO.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yako
18. Big shout out to KO. He came out that thing going straight to work.
Who else?
Shit, we gotta.
Shall I keep going?
Man, if you want to, bro, but they already know, you know.
They've been saying that this section is popping more, that section popping more, that section popping more. But
I mean, if we all get together and really make some shit happen, it's takeover. You know?
But Bino, Baby Gangsta.
Oh,
the other day I had Baby Gangsta at the studio.
Yeah.
He came in there all shy, like. And I'm like,
get
in the mic.
That's how he is, though.
That motherfucker got in there and freestyled his whole verse.
Bro, that's just how he is, though. Shout out to the homie BG, man. BG, he come in there like, you know, he come in there with that swag, that low-key swag. And then next thing you know, boom, he just got to get the feeling. Once the feeling is there, it's a rap now. Now the real BG come out.
So let me say something, right? I don't think anybody want with the rappers from 18.
Oh, no.
If they had a cipher.
I mean, you got talent out there. Shout out
No.
You know?
Shout out to all the talent,
Yeah.
but we got to keep it copacetic.
Oh yeah, if you want to keep it copacetic, yeah, we got some hitters on the squad. You know, we got some hitters on the team. Everybody you named this is nothing but hitters, bro, in a real way. You know, in a real way.
So that's why I got to keep it like, you know what, I'm gonna pop my shit, and like we got a lot of talent.
Yeah.
So, you know, right now, I think that it only gives our community like a good drive, you know?
Oh yeah, Mando.
You know what I'm saying? Like for us to, and I only mean it like in a friendly way, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, hey, catch a friendly real quick, or you
Which
know,
we don't turn down for nothing.
we don't turn down that. But you know, check the numbers.
Oh, yeah.
Check the facts.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't start popping your shit just because 1 week you got trendy.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Pop your shit after a few years, and don't PC up, and keep that shit right.
Simple.
Yeah,
Simple. You know,
keep that shit right.
Couldn't have said it any better than that right there, bro.
On the set. So moving on from that, bro. I know that you work with me.
Yeah.
You work with Gangsta Wish, with Lil Man. You know, what's your relationship with the homie Lil G?
Oh,
King Lil G.
Well, G, shout out to the bro. You know, it's just been a cool relationship, like especially with him. He you know, he was cool, bro. Like from the jump, I met him. I actually met G because I know he did like a little meet and greet in downtown Los Angeles. And then me, I was like, man, I'm trying to meet the homie. I'm sick and tired of trying to go through this person, and bro, we from the same section, bro. Like, you know?
Yeah.
So I ended up, you know, passing by, and it was a long line, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, it was a long ass line downtown. So I was like, damn, that's right. I ain't even gonna pop up. Like, you know, it's a long line. So I ended up going to the section. I'm right there with the homegirl Tiny, and I'm smoking. And out of nowhere, I was just like, oh yeah, I was about to pull up on the homie. You know, he having a little meet and greet downtown.
That's what's up.
I was gonna go, but it's like a big line. You feel me? And I ain't the kind of person that's gonna wait in a line out there, because it's like, you know, you'll never know who's gonna be out there.
Yeah.
So she was like, oh, what? That's the homie, bro. Like I've been trying to meet him. Like, let's go, bro. And I was like, for real? She was like, yeah, let's go, bro. Like Tiny, she with the extras though. Like, you know, don't get me wrong. Like,
Tiny,
you know,
like,
yeah, the homegirl from the clique.
Okay.
So
sure.
boom. So
Shout out to Tiny.
Yeah, shout out to Tiny though. You know, free the homegirl. Boom. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it, let's go. Boom. I ended up rolling out there. So once I get there, I guess the line already done, and I guess he had some security outside that was like, oh yeah, like it's already done, nobody else going in. And I was like, bro, that's the homie from the set, bro. Like, what you mean, bro? He was like, yeah, he was like, oh nah, bro, like, you know, it don't really matter, da da da. So I was like, all right, for sure, cho. The next, you know, out of nowhere, I guess one of his boys, Crimes, you know, Crimes had, walked outside. You know, he from a hood called, I think it's Bogos or something like that. You know, boom. You know, he had recognized me. So he had came outside, and I guess he told G, like, hey, that's your homie right there. So he came out and he was like, hey, Buck, you know, check it out. Like that's simple, like in front of the other securities, bro. Like, hey, bro, check it out. Come in. Boom. So then I guess, you know, I went inside. Whoop, G was taking pictures. You know, respectful. You know, let him do his thing.
Yeah.
Boom, and then after that, when I went up, introduced myself, like, hey, bro, they call me Buck with you, whoop. And then I told him straight out, like, hey, bro, I fuck with you, whoop. I'm trying to do some shit with you, bro. Like, you know. Yeah. And he was like, hey, bro, I respect how you came. Like, you know, I fuck with you, bro. Like, you know. And then after that, he had invited me to his video. It's called Kobe. When Kobe died, you know, when Kobe died, he was like, hey, Buck, like, hit me up. Like, I'm trying to show you some love, trying to put you in a video, whoop.
Hell yeah.
And I was like, okay, for sure. you know. And don't get me wrong, he met up with me before. He just happened to be in the city, and he hit me. He was like, "Hey, Buck, where you at?" Like, you know, and I was like, "Oh, I'm over here." He was like, "Look, I'm gonna be right here. Pull up." And I'm thinking that he finna be like with him and his entourage, bro. He pull up just by himself, bro. Like, what's up, Buck? Like, you feel me? Like, whoop. Now he put up in the G-Wagon, whoop, park my car, whoop. He was like, hop in, whoop. He was like, hey, bro, look, bro, it's a backpack right here, whoop. You already know, you know, what's the deal. And I was like, don't trip, bro. And I was with him the whole day, like vibing, like, you know. So then I think, bam, that's when he you know, he tried to see like which vibe I was on. And he seen like, bro, I'm a cool ass motherfucker. So he invited me to his house. Shout out to G. You know, a couple times I went out to his house. You know, very, you know, intelligent guy right there. You know?
Yeah, very smart, homie. Hey,
you know,
that's
me
the
up
boy.
on a lot of game.
I grew up with the homie, and you know what? To see us spraying that love, like I said, like everyone else uplifting.
Yeah,
that's what matters. You know what I'm saying? I just think that the hood, like we so deep, and we got so much that. Like we bosses and leaders in our own mind.
Oh yeah,
you feel me,
Mando?
And off top, like we respect each other's lanes.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So, you know, like Lil G coming through, showing you that love, and you coming through, showing that love. I heard nothing but bangers.
Yeah,
from you and him. Like you guys made some bangers, right?
Yeah, we made you know, he put me on his album. You know, he put me on his album.
Oh, yeah.
You know, So that was a blessing right there. He didn't even have to do that, but he was just like, "Hey, Buck, look, you know."
I think he acknowledged your talent.
Yeah, you know. So so he had put me on his album, and I was like, "Man, bro, like."
That's why I was hurt, homie, when he thought that watered down gangster that was for him.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I was just like a little bit like, hold up, player.
Yeah, even around that time, like. I'm so young, bro. The only thing when we made Water Down Gangsta, I'm so young, bro. The only thing I'm thinking about is making music, you know. And then when
I'm thinking about motherfuckers that don't come around.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I'm like, pull up.
I'm young and active, so you know, water down mean like I'm already in a section, like bro, they water down anyway, bro. Like they ain't like you know.
Nah,
so.
but that was my brother. Like we actually got shit out the way, like you know what I'm saying, discussing shit like man, like as businessmen, as entrepreneurs.
Yeah, and
you too.
Yeah,
and you too, bro. Like knowing that you have your lane.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, I think, like, when I got out too, I was hearing that you was signed with him.
Yeah, we was thinking about coming up with some things because he was coming up with his own record label, Ep.5 that he was starting. Yeah. So he was like, "Hey, bro, I'm looking for some new talent. I'm looking for some new artists right now, willing to work with, you know." And then I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. G so much of a gangster. We sat in his house, bro, and we were smoking. He was like, "Hey, bro, I'm thinking about starting this Ep.5, but I only want to sign homies from the set." Who do you know that rap, bro? I only want to sign homies. And then that's when I was like, all right, well, look, we got Kiddo, Young Flacco, whoop, this person, that person. He was like, all right, for sure. How they music? We looked him up. He was like, bam, bring him to the studio. Bring him to the studio. And he really fucked with us, bro. That was very huge right there for the homie just by showing us love. But whatever happened, you know, he even told me one day while in the studio, he was like, hey, Buck, you know what? This shit easy, bro. You know, you don't even really, you know, need a big label. You don't really need me like that, bro. Like, you know, if you just focus on, hey, look, just learning, soaking up game, you could do this shit on your own, bro. You know,
we learn off each other, bro.
Exactly. And then just by being around them, I learned so much. I'm like a student of the game. Like, okay, I'm around somebody that's been in the game. I'm around somebody that, hey, look, been where I'm trying to get to. So it's just not okay, I'm coming around the homie because it's the homie. No, I'm coming around the homie to get some knowledge. You know, because every time,
that's why I bring it up for our fans to see that sometimes, like, don't make your own insinuations or stories in your mind.
Yeah.
Like sometimes we have our own vision.
Yeah.
Sometimes we got to do our own thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Buc Tha Great has his.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we work together.
Oh, that's Mando.
You know, Young Dopey, the 6th Block, and Gangsta Wish, and the West Factory.
Yep.
Like all of us, we got our vision.
Yeah.
You feel me? And then Lil G and Ep.5. But guess what? Shit, we all fuck with each other.
Yeah, that's
what I say. Like, hey, and Flocks.
Yeah.
All the homies and the homies
Shout
from Smiley Drive.
Shout out to all the bros.
All the bros, man. We all making moves. That's why I hate when people be popping that shit. Being like, we been doing this. We didn't pop it though.
Yeah.
But I'm popping it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Simple.
So hey, but you know what I'm saying? Like you made bangers with the homie.
Yeah.
We made bangers. We made history. You know what I'm saying? So from here though, and you know you bring that energy.
Yeah.
What do you want to do next, bro? Like, do you see, like, what do you see in this, like,
Music
it's culture.
or
Culture wise, like who do you want to work with, bro? You know, like who?
I mean, as of right now, a lot of people got talent, bro. like, don't get me wrong, but if it was up to me, bro, and I'll say like I want to work with these artists and that artist, I would really just say like, you know, you got a lot of popping artists that come from within the city that don't even get shine, bro. Like it's people that's not even heard of that got bangers, you know, and it's just starting from there, bro. And hey, look, if we work with other big people, because that's what it's gonna do, network with other people, right? So I know greatness is coming. You know, working with different other big artists. It's not an artist in particular where I can say like, oh, I want to work with this one, I want to work with that one, because there's a lot of artists out there that's very big and that's very huge and that really has an impact. So, you know, whatever this journey bring, that's what we're gonna go with. You know, and I know it's a lot of great things that's gonna come.
So how do you feel about the new generation though? Like how they bring in like they new style.
Oh, I was just talking to somebody about that, you know, the other day, because I was like, man, this new generation, they coming with, you know, like Money Sign Suede, right?
Yeah.
You know, like the way Money Sign Suede was, and I'm starting to see a lot of people like dress like that, be like that.
Yeah, rest in peace to Lil homie.
Yeah, rest in peace to him. And it's great to see that though, because every generation has they different kind of, you know, wave. And, you know, like, you know, boom. Now just to see their generation come up, and you still got some people that still, you know,
rock with us.
Yeah, exactly. And that's amazing to see. Bam, you got people that's, okay, you got a new wave coming out. Then you got this wave, you know, and it's amazing, bro. I ain't even gonna lie.
I just think it's style.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I do see like older homies or nothing like trying to steal. Ain't nothing wrong with staying stylistic.
Oh, yeah.
It's just with me, I feel like with some 501s, some nice ass kicks, you know what I'm saying? Like being G'd up.
Yeah.
Like to me, that's like, it makes me feel clean.
Yeah.
You know, me having like some skinny jeans, like that shit gonna hurt my nuts. You feel me?
That's the generation you was raised around.
I get it, but like to me, it's kind of like if I ever wear it, like it's different,
Well,
bro.
don't trip, bro. I'm gonna go buy you some skinny jeans after this, man. You feel me?
But I can't wear them. I can't wear them, bro. But it's cool though. Like, hey, man, like if they like that, like, you see, because I done told thousands of little homies,
yeah,
and they don't listen, so they gonna do them,
yeah, man,
regardless, bro.
And you got, and it goes back down to this. Think about when you was young and you didn't listen to your homies, your big homies. It's the same way. Yeah. It's just in a different light.
Yeah.
The same way.
But
how
that's
we
our
was,
people.
you know?
Yeah, it's us. It's us. But that's why, bro. You see, like we get wisdom.
Yeah.
And we do our thing, man.
Yeah.
But you know what, man? Like I'm glad that, you know, our struggles and everything that we went through as far as our music.
Yeah.
And we have people that love our movement, bro.
Oh, man.
So right now, you being young, and look, man, you fuck with everybody, bro. When I roll up to the studio, you with all of them. Like right now, I'm about to hop in the truck in the track with you and Lefty Gunplay.
Yeah.
I didn't do that. You did it. We did 1800.
Yeah.
Right? So that's the thing, man. Like people don't know the plays that you do.
Not even that. When we ride, you know, even
when we
the
ride,
song, you know, when we ride, but we got Dopey on there. Then we got what? We got Pugs on there. Then we got me. Then we got Big Boss. Shout out to Big Boss. You feel me?
Big Boss, yeah,
and
man.
then,
I haven't tapped in with the homie. Hey, shout out Big Boss. Spencer on the theater.
Yeah.
It's just like, hey, man, I've been like dealing with my shit, with my demons. You know what I'm saying?
And I love that track because if you really see everybody get off, but that track is very integrated.
Yeah.
You know, and that goes to show, just like a question you asked earlier, hey, how was it growing up around Hispanics? You can see in that video, we comfortable, bro. Yeah. We was raised around Hispanics, you know. Hispanics is so it's
what connects us.
exactly,
and
it's we grew up in the West, baby, you know.
Oh shit, I was about to be like, is that the one? But nah, bro. Hey man, like you know, I appreciate you, man, coming through.
Appreciate you for having me, man.
Hey man, you know your story, man. It should uplift a lot, you know, and I think it would, and we got to continue bringing this, like you know, anybody from the gutter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like kicking it with they loved ones, like right now with my son. He's out here.
Oh yeah.
Being babysitted like by five other artists, but I think that's the influence that one day he'll be the best.
Oh yeah, Mando.
And then now, like OG Wood,
Yeah.
You know, like he gave you that energy,
Yup.
and you give me that energy now. Every time you come through, bro, because most of my hits is featuring Buck.
Yep.
Straight up.
Yep.
I'm saying, so I want to give you your flowers, your roses right now, boy.
Yeah, appreciate that, my dog.
And thank you for coming through, man, letting the fans know your story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the homies out there doing their thing.
Yep.
Every section.
Everywhere.
You know what I'm saying?
Every city, every state.
Yes, sir. Like from
We
the
everywhere
hood.
with it.
And then, you know, following that, everyone else, you know, trying to create a movement and pay their bills and take care of their kids and do what they got to do, man. But, you know, me and Buc Tha Great gonna keep rocking.
Oh, yeah. Let's get it.
You know what I'm saying? And after this, we gonna go record right now.
Yeah, stop playing. Let's get it, baby. Yep.
Yee.
Yeah. Yeah. Simple as that, baby. Stop playing with us. We got the motherfucking fifth podcast out the motherfucking way, nigga. I can't wait to edit this.